I met this unusual man who has spent more than 1,000 days in sacrificial fire. Meet Rambao Swami, simple and unassuming, 63 years of age, 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing a mere 43 kilos, 94 pounds. Yet this man demonstrates qualities that seem to defy the very laws of medicine, physics, even nature. Rambao exhibits perfect mastery over the mystical, in this case, over fire. Here he will repeatedly offer himself to the sacrificial flames, lying amidst a blaze, and return unhurt every time. Observing one of his daily routines caught my instant attention. Since 1977, he consumes only 2 bananas and a mere glass of milk twice a day. How does he do it? There is no medical explanation. By scientific parameters and all known medical standards, he should be malnourished, dehydrated, and starved. Yet the proof is otherwise. He is healthy and agile after 26 years of near starvation. He stopped drinking water in 1975, except for a few drops of water as a part of a daily prayer routine. How does he control his thirst and dehydration for the last 28 years? We simply don't know. He sleeps just 3 hours a day, yet remains very fresh and active. Rambao's eating habits gradually changed over a period of time. Slowly, he switched from eating a regular vegetarian diet twice a day to once a day. Next, he lowered his intake further by eating a small quantity of puffed rice, milk, and water. And then on to his current diet, consisting of banana and milk. Rambao is an advanced practitioner of pranayama, a yogic breathing technique. By repeating his secret mantra, Rambao explained that he was increasing his body temperature and was using wool to retain his body heat. He is slowly getting into a meditative state. I can see the transition in him. He takes a break and again starts offering other items one by one. Even though his hands are covered with highly flammable ghee, he repeatedly puts them into the fire. I wonder how he can withstand such exposure without getting burnt and blistered. All of the food offerings you see here are specially prepared as part of the ritual proceedings. The food preparation starts at 1 in the morning and takes approximately 10 hours. He carefully places each item into the fire one at a time. He repeats this process several hundred times. Just this alone takes quite a few hours. Rambao told me that he was establishing whether he had made the final connection with fire. It is from this point on that he will become fire-friendly. As the smoke begins to rise ferociously, Rambao takes his place lying on a bed of firewood. A pedestal fan blows to intensify the heat, and it is removed once the fire starts to grow. Now begins the journey into the incredible. Thick smoke begins to surround him. He adjusts himself to a comfortable position on this bed of firewood. Through the intense smoke, we see the fire sticks begin to ignite underneath Rambao Swami. The audience, including our production crew, are in awe. They are excited and anxious to see what will happen next. The fire. There is actually more heat coming from beneath him that's generated by a 4-foot deep bed of coals. Rambao knows that the herbal smoke has medicinal value. Aromatherapy of ancient Indian medicine is based on this principle. He has heard of cases where people with terminal illnesses have been cured by inhaling the herbal smoke during the ritual. He would like to have this scientifically researched to prove its validity. I cannot explain the type of excitement and intoxication the audience experiences. Their anticipation increases, much like the intensification of the fire. They want to see him challenge even bigger flames. I wonder if Rambao feels as if he is holding a beloved baby as he stands to walk around the fireplace. I asked Rambao what is his secret behind his unique abilities. He believes the powerful vibration of his repetitive mantra, combined with his pranayama, devotion to his guru and God, all combined together, make up the secret to his power. He quickly adds that he has a long way to go and a lot to learn. He doesn't want to take credit for his achievements. He wants to condition his body and mind further to continue his spiritual journey. His beard catches fire, but he swiftly brushes it away. The Swami believes firmly that his ceremonial prayers have solved many problems for others. He uses his prayers for others' welfare. He says, I am offering and surrendering all my body, senses, and intellect as unconditional sacrifice to fire. That's why my prayers yield results for others. Now Rambal's body burns, but he remains unaffected. Rambal says, pleasure and pain exist only when the mind is attached to the body. When the mind is withdrawn from the body and focused totally on the creative majesty of fire, fire doesn't hurt you. You are fire, and fire is you. I asked Rambal whether he can teach his techniques to firefighters and emergency workers. He said he certainly could. I asked Rambal whether he is fire resistant at all times. He replied, when I am in my normal state of mind, I am like everyone else, and fire will certainly hurt me. I am not a magician. He explains, by controlling the mind, fire can be befriended. The mind can do wonders. Rambal believes that he is not very special and anyone can develop these abilities. He says the mind and body will listen to the inner self once a certain threshold is crossed. One only needs determination and willpower. In order to achieve a certain goal, I chanted my secret mantra non-stop for 18 days. No food, no sleep. Just a glass of lime juice once every 10 hours. This happened 25 years ago. The first step of the initiation process involves the chanting of certain mantras, as much as 200,000 times, taking as long as 400 hours at the rate of 500 chants an hour. He says, on a daily basis, it is necessary to control one's intake of food, water, and sleep to condition the mind and body. He strongly believes that unconditional prayers, hope, faith, and love will always produce miraculous results in healing others. I asked him, does he ever miss the joy of eating a variety of foods or drinking water? He said, I am enjoying something more divine. I wish I could describe it to you in words. Rambal had once performed the same 14-hour ritual for an absolutely incredible 27 long days without a break. How does this 63-year-old man endure such a long period of time? This is the wool which did not burn or smudge when it was on Rambal's chest. The wool is somehow fire resistant when it is wrapped around him. How is this possible? Later on, the same cloth Rambal was wearing during the ritual is finally set on fire. yet now it burns and emanates the smell of clarified butter. Why does it burn now, but not when it is on Rambau? I needed a scientific explanation. I brought a sample of the same cloth to the U.S. and conducted two well-known, state-of-the-art flammability tests known as FTIR and GCMS. FTIR stands for Fourier Transform Infrared Spectroscopy, and GCMS stands for Gas Chromatograph Mass Spectroscopy. These tests will determine the presence of any flame retardant or flame-resistant compounds in his clothes. The fabric sample was prepared and solvent extracted for qualitative identification of any organic compounds. The test results confirmed that there was no trace of any kind of flame retardants or flame-resistant compounds on the fabric.